Gee, last night after the live stream, the moon was at the treetops over here. Where was it? Right in here. There's a pretty nice sunrise this morning. It's almost coming in. There's some real serious pinks right through here that aren't showing up. Actually, about like the fluff cloud right in the middle. And of course, it must be Chemtrail Thursday. By the looks of it, another one being formed there, going from LA to Seattle. And a couple older ones there, and oh, by golly, the moon's still out with a chemtrail next to it. Oh well. Little light fog, kind of like yesterday started, really. A little light brown fog, and then we see what happens. Oh, I don't need the dogs going down here and telling the cows to get out, because I don't want them out of there yet, because I want them to clean up, because we didn't get that done yesterday. Oh well. Anyway. We're like, what, 29 degrees and 99% humidity, and it just feels wonderful. And hey, thank everybody that made the live last night. That was a surprise to me. We were trying to figure out how to get the merch link to come up easily in the description on the videos, because hey, I'm not savvy to any of that stuff. So Ty was trying to figure that out, and her and her mother were whispering for a minute. Blue, no, Blue. I knew it. Oh well. They've been in and out enough. They better have enough feed for the day. Hopefully they emptied them. Anywho, it was as a joke to make me think we were going live while I'm sitting there in the middle trying to do what she wants me to do on YouTube on my phone. And then it was too late. I think the first one in there was Brooke, because that was like instantly, and Ty's going, oh, and she's trying to shut it down, and Brooke wouldn't let her. I don't know. Empty enough. We're not going to scrape what's in the feeders out. We'll move them around and leave that in there, and they'll get some actual hay on top of it instead of the grass seed straws. I just spin you around randomly, because it's still feed. I don't want to waste it. And if that's underneath good hay, the good hay will filter into it. The fines will. And then they'll actually go after it. I didn't plan on 3 minutes this morning, so, you know, I'll shut up and get on to the rest of the day and see what happens. Triple X-rater here. She's naked. Those parts are off this side. That's the cover where the pull rope starter is. Oil filters in there. And our oil leak, I was thinking, I guess we better get some light. Yeah, pretty good magnet on the bottom of this thing too. I was thinking it may have been the valve cover gasket. But Ty said, that black thing sticking out there next to the pipe, that should be the timing chain adjustment. She said there's no gasket in part of that, so figure out how to deal with that without screwing up timing chain adjustment, especially where there's no book on this and I know absolutely nothing about it, other than, you know, there's the key and the start button is the green one, and the choke, oh yeah, and the gear shift. That's what I know about it. And I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background. Ty's out there cleaning feed barn. And our red cap is there because we cleaned all this shit up that was here. I think, since it's got a radiator up front, I think they used, that's where the belt is in there, I think they used the belt housing possibly for a fan for airflow across the radiator, because there's an air tube going that way from it. And then this little bugger sits on the back, sits in that hole down in here. So I'm thinking that's what that is for. But man, that was packed full of shit in there. Fir needles, and there's still crap down in that hole. It's like, how much do we want to take apart to clean up? And how much do we have to take apart to fix the oil leak? I don't know. Anyway, there's the side pieces. Biggest pain in the ass on them. A little hole right there. It tucks. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, it's on the other piece. It's on the foot piece. There's a tab that sticks back. Got them little push pin deals that hold it together. Ty got them all out. I couldn't get them. I damn near ruined one trying, and she got them. There, yeah, laying right there. Those little buggers, two-piece things. One of the videos I saw on these things, the guy says, yeah, when you get your filter and you get your oil, pick up a package of those, because you're going to ruin some eventually. I think they're still usable. I don't know. We'll find out. If not, yeah, I think I've got some the same size. Anyway, Ty wants me to do something different for that feeder and the 2-year-olds, because there's a cable on it and a rope that we tie it to the post on the north side. And that old rope's pretty well had it. And most of you probably know we got... knock shit over here. Sorry, I'm walking around the long way to get the door. We've got winches on all of them in the feed barn. Oh, Ty's been in here. She don't get her boots the cleanest, so either Becky went up here in a hurry for something. Could have been Becky. I think we needed paper towels in the barn. We'll figure out how to do something down there. I don't really want to use a cable winch. Thinking I got plenty of the 2-inch strap. I mean, we got extras and we got goobered up ones that I can do stuff with. So I think I'm going to see about putting one of those on a little winch, and hopefully we can mount the winch where it will work. Only thing I'm concerned with is them playing with the winch handle, which I'm thinking I might just make it so we don't have a winch handle on it. Use a wrench or something, or just use the winch handle and take it off so they don't mess with it. I don't know. I'm going to go upstairs and find a winch, because I know there's one up there. Let the dog relax and listen to the skid steer run. Well, I can't see it in the screen, maybe you can, but there it is. That, I think, was a bracket off of that cotton picker. Kind of hard, but had a loop in the end. All I had to do was shrink it a little and weld it. It don't matter if that's a little loose that way. I happen to have a 7-inch long grade 2 1/2-inch bolt. Either that or use ready rod. That's a lock nut, by the way. And that's just an old square head lag. It's on there. 30 inches from the hook to the end of the strap is plenty. You know, otherwise it's going to get a little big there. So I'm done with that. It's tight, probably tighter than it's ever been. And that shitty rope is no longer there. One of these days we got to replace that rope too, but I got like 8 more of those cables. Just got to have something to hook over there. And yeah, she just doesn't get close to things, but she does dig that out where we can't get into. I pissed her off because I said, why don't you pull in there and back scrape what's in there, because she literally leaves it from the corner of the trough over to here. And so clean that out. I mean, they like to lay over here. Why leave it a mess? So anyway, she's putting feeders back in place now. Maybe even get some bales in there before lunch so we don't got to worry about it later. And it's actually a pretty nice day. And I haven't checked cows for a bit. I don't think there's any new ones, but I don't know. Can't see. I'll check it out later. So I'll let these girls back out. Been a while since I brought y'all up here to the falls. I was in the shop after getting that deal on the feeder, and Ty was washing the skid steer and Grandma calls me, you see the coyote? No, can't see one from here. Oh, it's in the hayfield. I got it in the far end of the little 3-corner piece. Did a number on his shoulder. Looked like he was trying to pick his leg up with his mouth to carry it. Then I got him again through a tree. And now we're clear over here at the falls. Oh, she says he's still. He can't be.
No, he's still moving.
Well, he can't be. I mean, granted, it was a long shot I just took here, but yeah, light you out.
You blew that fucking shoulder.
I don't know. If you don't want to see it, look away right now. There he is.
Blew that goddamn shoulder.
He ain't got no shoulder left.
Well, he was bleeding out the mouth before he got that last
I don't know
shot
how.
anyway.
Oh, they can make it. I'm not looking at him now if you don't want to look. I'm looking at here. I don't know how the hell they make it that far. I mean, he's damn near a quarter mile from where we were. I could have got him, but he got it. Yep, little boy. I figured it was. There. And from here, oh, what is that? 60, 70 yards to the bike. That's where I finished him at.
Well, he was sick anyway.
Oh yeah?
He had no fucking hair. And his skin was not his entire tail almost came off my hand.
So, hey.
So he was already fucking
Camel Cowboy.
dead
Kind of like some of those that you've been getting, I guess. I wasn't going to look too hard. I don't care. I ain't getting paid anything for a pelt, and I don't think there's a bounty on them anymore. We feed them to the crawdads and the fish and keep the crawdads going. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I know. It's all over.
See that right there? At the end of my foot? That's groundsel. Kind of like tansy. It's toxic. I wish that shit never would have showed up in this part of the country.
That's not the big boy, because the big boy I wouldn't be able to pick up.
Oh, I know that ain't the big one.
No.
There's been a big one we keep seeing, but man, he's a ghost. It's kind of like
Granddaddy, because
it's kind of like that big huge buck you go after every year and you can never find.
Except for my buck.
No, except for her buck that we keep seeing. But,
My 5x5. No one
you know,
can
I just can't zoom in far enough. And yeah, she said 5x5 because blacktail you count each side. So for you Easterners, it'd be a 10-pointer. If he's got eye guards, well, he'd be a 12-pointer.
I didn't see the eye guards.
But here he'd be a 5x5 with eye guards if he's got eye guards. Yeah. At least I got one lately.
I think my fat ass got enough exercise.
Hey, one of these other things. If you don't want to look away right about now. That would be a sleeping nutria.
Pregnant female.
We haven't seen nutria around here for like 20 years until last year, and I got 2 of them. There's one. She's not overly big.
3 or 4 if you want to get technical.
Yeah, I think I got a
Because the one was
couple
having
oysters.
babies.
Yeah. One of the ones I got last year had a belly full of babies. This one kind of appears to maybe, but this one's
really pregnant.
this one's small compared to the ones I got last year. And yeah, did it from up there where the bike's at, if you can see that. Anyway, thought I'd show you that. Splash. We still got to do something with that post. You go buy and treated Doug fir posts and they slip a frickin' pine in on you, and they rot off the ground.
45 pounds.
You think she was that heavy?
Yeah, she was heavy.
They are a pretty stout critter. Oh, anyway. Hey, now you know half of what we've done today. Oh yeah, got done feeding too. Look at that. Old cow gets a younger cow to clean her up. Calf's joining in. God, that's wet and sloppy out there. At least it ain't deep though. Till you get in there. Some of that right there I won't go through in my normal work boots. Becky can get through there with her new ones, maybe. It'd be really close. And that's all nice and clean enough. You already saw my switch over there for that cable. And yeah, issue with this one, you're screwed in here with a jam nut. It's slipped on here with just a set screw, and then there's a 2-piece here that the teeth are really coarse on, so the adjustment this way is a long ways. You can't move it just a little. And of course, you know, you can only turn it and move things so far we were catching the lights. So this would always end up with glare. That's the thing I didn't ask her about. I just got off the phone with Becky. She says we're not staring at the light anymore, so hopefully our glare is gone. Because the glare was like in the middle of the screen. 2 spots. Oh, there's the other baby. Whee! Over there. And tomorrow we're going to check them 2 teeny tots down there. As long as their navels are good, they're going to be out here too. I like to get them, if we're not cramming the maternity pen full, I like to give them at least 3 or 4 days. If we're full, 2 or 3 days and they're out. Feed barn, she's not staring at the ceiling anymore in there. And that I was able to do with just by doing a little tweaky. By turning it here and turning it here. I didn't have to mess with the other one. Didn't have to shim behind it. This one, all the little boards I made, I had some trim pieces. Those are about 1/8 inch thick. There's 2 of them wedged behind there, and yeah, there's 2 pieces on the ground because they split when I put the screw in, which I figured they would. And the one underneath the deck for the maternity pen is pretty much the same thing I did there. Oh, dang. Confucius say, even though you got long legs, be careful because I was standing too far down on the gate to do that. Over there I ended up using 2 and it worked out just right. So you can see the bottom of the beam at the end of the deck, but she's not staring at the floor of the deck. So it should be in color instead of black and white all the time. I mean, the picture's crystal clear, but being night vision, it wasn't in color, and it'd be night vision, even with the lights on, so. And Ty, I think, just left. She'd been wanting to get her cows wormed at home, and it's been raining, and with a dry day yesterday and a dry day today, where they're using pour-on, that's what she's gonna go do. And no new babies yet. They ain't over either. I gotta say, Ty does a good job getting this cleaned up. I mean, she leaves a little. I like to scrape everything down if I can. She's afraid to get in any closer there and scoop it, so I think she just back scrapes it. And I've talked to her about this here before too. When you're cleaning the barn, cleaning this one, cows are generally all in the other barn. They don't give a shit. And I gotta walk out in this. It doesn't take much to go about the back side of those 3. Back scrape that up here, all the way across over by the other gate. Scrape all that in and shove it out the back. All you gotta do is open the gate. But, yeah, I don't know why she won't do it. But then she don't have to walk in it every day. And obviously 241 is going to be the first one in. Little crooked back girl. And then 023. And beyond that, yeah, I don't know. But then there's the big girl, 324A. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, look. She cabbed already. She's trying to get me. That looks pretty good compared to what most of them were here a week or so ago. There's still a couple 2-year-olds that are kind of squirty, but I don't know. Hi, Minnie Moo. Oh, Minnie Moo just wants some scratchings, don't you? Oh yeah, Minnie Moo just wants some scratchings. She's gonna stop for her lovins. When Becky let him in here a few days ago, Minnie Moo had to belly up to her and get her scratchings. I just want a break to get across, because I don't want to stand out here all night. And yeah, one of these Canadian length videos for you tonight. And I don't know what's with the clouds. I think we're supposed to be dry tomorrow, but I don't know. Looks like they bumped our temperature up for the low. The low was going to be like 31, and now it's 37. Something like that. Well, that is what it is. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. You got most of our Thursday, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I did hear back on some feed I've been trying to get. And I was expecting to hear more back because the gal was going to forward the message on to the guy where it's actually at. And, I don't know. It was kind of funny if you put an ad out and you want to sell shit. Phone call yesterday morning, which was never returned. Or no, text yesterday morning, which was actually returned this afternoon. Phone call this morning that wasn't returned, but maybe that got him to look at the text because it's all on the same phone number. And, I was kind of hoping to get it yesterday or today. And she was nice enough, the gal that returned the text was nice enough to, I'm assuming it was a gal, that's who answered the phone anyway, on the recorder. She was nice enough to tell me what hours you can go pick it up. Well, I'm sorry. Friday's tomorrow, and I still don't know if they have it where I need to go pick it up or not. So I can't go pick it up until I find out. I don't understand. Anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings.